Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today we're going to be checking out the Turtle Beach Stealth Ultra Xbox Series X and S controller. So if you guys like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and give you a close-up of the box. It's got this nice little fabric tab on it. Now let's go ahead and get into this baby. Go ahead and so this is an Xbox controller licensed for Xbox. We got to get out our trusty screwdriver, pop these little tape thingies. Looks like there's a total of 3 of them with a trusty screwdriver. Okay, pops. Oh, dude, there's more than 3. 4, 5. 5 of them, and then you open that cover and there you are. It's just a case. Pull out the case, set that over there. Comes with a sticker with a tree, and then you get some paperwork in there. So the box design, obviously that does feel a little bit cheap. I'm not gonna lie, the other controllers that I've bought have been much better boxed than that. So there's that. I mean, we are talking about a $200 controller. Quick start guide, obviously. Warranty from Turtle Beach. And then your sticker, obviously. Definitely feels very, very light. Not a whole lot of heft to this. Let's go ahead and look at this. So you got a black case, purple, like a little purple band around that. And then we will open up the thing to find a controller wrapped in a plastic bag. Obviously there's that. There are more little bags in here, so we'll pull all of that stuff out. Now I guess we will be opening each and every one of these. There is a port in the back for your cord. You can go ahead and plug that into there and charge that. That's pretty standard for these $200 controllers now. You got like the little opening in the back of the case, so you can set your little charger in there. So first of all, we are going to undo this and then remove our controller from the plastic bag. It looks like there's a little packing silica thing inside there as well. Let's go ahead and set that down. Just your average normal bag that nobody seems to care about. And then we have our controller that is attached to a magnet. Oh no, it's not even magnetic. There's just a little piece of foam in between there to... Oh yeah, it is magnetic. It is a magnetic dock that you can pick that up and set it down. Let's see. Put the little charger thing it's so light that you just pick it right up with it. It looks like there's a USB for a battery, and then your controller, and then so it's got like a full-size USB on there on the side. Then you got your USB Type-C, your charging dock right there. So I'm assuming that is for... Let me go ahead and open up another one of these real quick just so that we can... Okay, so this little bag right here is the extra joystick covers that you can put on there. This here's what I was looking for, though. Oh my gosh, dude, the way these things are wrapped up is kind of a little bit... Alright, so here is the USB adapter for your console and stuff. And then, yeah, you can just put that inside there. That's pretty much what that is for. Just slide right in there. Obviously, that's for your like Bluetooth connectivity. So now let's go ahead and look at the back of the controller. Very tactile, almost like mouse button clicks. Actually, that is a selling point of this controller. Everything, all of these buttons are mouse controllers. Your triggers are supposed to be Hall effect as well as the joysticks. So Hall effect basically means that it's magnetic. You should not be you should not experience any type of stick drift whatsoever. Over here on this is a little plastic thing that you peel off for the display up here, and then it's got like the good old-fashioned. You know what? We'll plug it into the PC. We're just gonna go ahead and borrow your cord, Mr. Nacon, and we'll plug that bad boy in. Yeah, so we do got power on that. We turn it on. Okay, yeah. So you turn it on. You've got RGB lighting for this controller. This thing is very, very light. To have a 30-hour battery in here and feel as light as this is, like this thing is a fraction of the weight of my Nacon. Like it feels very, very light. Like my Nacon Revolution 5. I love that controller. That thing is an absolute beast. So let's see if this here is... Okay, so Y connect. Okay, so yeah, it's got an OLED screen right here that you can go through and check all of that stuff. So that's pretty cool. You can get messages on here. It's a pretty much like an information screen, which is cool. But this thing is so freaking light, and I don't know if I like the D-pad on here. This is like it's got like 360 D-pad. Or not, yeah, Xbox 360 D-pad, where it's like concave in the middle, and then it's got just the little things up there. So you might like this, you might not. It is kind of reminiscent of a 360 controller. The joysticks, actually, you know what, man? I'm being a little bit hard on this because this actually does feel pretty comfortable in my hands compared to the Xbox. Now the grips on here, the rubberized grips. These actually feel very, very nice. Very, very nice. Ooh, boy. So these actually feel pretty nice. Sorry, I'm cooking a steak right now and I got my timer on there. But these feel nice. You do have... Yeah, you've got like some pretty nice grip on those. So the one thing that... Okay, so let me go ahead and just talk to you guys about the things that I like on this. Obviously, you get your 3 meter braided cable for plugging that in. So you can, I plug all my controllers in. I don't even waste my time with the whole wireless thing anymore. Like I don't even care. I feel like you get significantly better response times and stuff when you have them plugged in anyways. That gives you enough cord to be able to sit back. But yes, 30-hour. Ooh, gosh, these are just caps that go right on top of your joysticks. Like these are like, yeah, you just pop these on top of them. They're not even like, you don't even have to pull them out or anything. So you got 2 concave, 2 dome, and they're basically just like, you just wrap them over that, and then they make it bigger. They make the joysticks bigger. This here is another freaking USB thing. Like, why do you need 2 of them? Why do you need 2 of these? Like, why do you need 2 of them? Is one for your Xbox and one for your PC? Like why do you need 2? I that to me doesn't make any sense. But yeah, you got 2 of them. Maybe they put 2 of them in there on accident. Maybe the people that were packing it in. So I don't know why there's 2 of them, but there are 4 different things for. Yeah, I see. So okay, so like I'm kind of questioning like overall quality a little bit of this, because this controller literally feels as heavy as that GameSir one. But gosh, man, this does feel pretty nice in my hand. You've got the trigger lockers. Yep, those work. So you got trigger locks. You've got, I don't know, man. Like you can switch the color on here too. You can change the color of the you can change the colors of these right here. Let me see if I can figure that out for you. So A Y connect system firmware. So you got firmware, you've got calibration, you've got screen brightness, LED brightness, screen timeout, sleep timeout, power mode, charging LED, social alert color. So you can change the different colors. Like if you're getting like a message, obviously you'll be able to change that controller. But we're going to go ahead and do screen brightness. Screen brightness is all the way maxed out. Charging LED, alert color. So you can... Okay, yeah, you can switch these to different colors. So now we got red. Obviously, you can switch it to orange, yellow, blue, dark blue, white, red, another blue, to green. You can have two different types of greens. So that is pretty cool. They do look nice. So yeah, you can definitely change that up to however you want. I do love these. I do love the way this sounds, this tactile feeling for the bumpers. I think that's going to be absolutely incredible, to be completely honest with you. As long as those work really good. And yeah, you can switch like your profile with them. But anti-drift, so yeah, Hall effect. Overall, like, it's looking pretty nice, so I will get you guys another video pretty soon with some gameplay and stuff, and then I'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts on it. Alright, my friends, we're going to go ahead and test out the Turtle Beach Stealth Ultra on some Forza Motorsport. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in here. We're going to do a quick event. We are going to just go ahead and go with my favorite Acura. We're going to do a test drive at the Nordschleife. Now that it is back, we'll do afternoon. I like the way this Thunderclouds thing looks, so we're going to roll with that. So let's go ahead and check this out with the Hall Effect joysticks and Hall Effect triggers. Because that is my favorite feature now of controllers. Like, I will not buy another controller that does not have Hall Effect, because I think it is incredible for driving.
High-speed racing on the nearly 13-mile
13 miles? 13 miles? Alright, let's see how good this one does. Let's see how it does. Alright, we do have rumble in here. That was one thing that I was starting to get a little bit worried about, because I was like, wait a minute, man, this controller is super freaking light. But yeah, you do get some rumble in here. In your fingers and everything. So yes, we do have 100%. Actually, the rumble feels a little bit weak, to be completely honest with you. I'm pretty sure there's like software. We'll just have to jump into the software and make sure we're getting the full effect of that. But yes, you do get rumble on here. Nowhere near. I mean, it feels it feels pretty close to what you get with the G7 SE. This controller basically, I'm not even gonna lie, this thing feels like a G7 SE for 3 times the price. Honestly, that's my honest opinion. The only difference is this one here has got freaking wireless. You can get on there wirelessly, as well as, you know, the little screen with the RGB lights. I mean, you're literally, like, this thing is literally a G7 SE, to be completely honest with you. That is exactly what this controller feels like, with just a little bit more stuff. It feels just as, yeah, like it feels basically just like that. I mean, it looks kind of cool and all of that stuff, but gosh dang, man, like I can't recommend this controller over a G7 SE for the price. You know, I mean, it is wireless. The G7 SE is not wireless, but I don't think that alone is worth the 3 times the amount for the G7 SE. But I know a lot of people like that. Yeah. I know people like the wireless function of that and everything, but no, man. Like I can't recommend a $200 controller. I definitely still like my Nacon better. That Nacon is way better controller, and it has the same features. That there to me is a premium $200 controller. That Nacon is a $200 premium controller. This Turtle Beach, not a premium $200 controller. No, I'm sorry. Like, I mean, some people might like the lightness of it and everything like that, but yeah, this does not feel like a $200 premium controller. The Nacon is much better. And I guess, I mean, if you can get a Nacon Revolution X for your Xbox, a Revolution X Pro for your Xbox, that would probably be in your best interest over this one, to be completely honest with you. I mean, it does feel good. Like, it feels just as good as the GameSir. You know, being able to get in here with the Hall effect joysticks and stuff and have perfect freaking, you know, steering and movement and everything. Like, that's incredible. So, yeah, I mean, it works good and it feels good. I mean, it does have the tactile buttons that the GameSir doesn't have, but gosh, I just don't know if all of that stuff is worth the extra premium that Turtle Beach is asking for on this, my friends. Ooh, I didn't break at all. I just was like trying to take that right out. But some cars you can take that flat out, some you can't. Some you gotta slow down. But yeah, overall. Oh, there's a big reason why I test these with racing games, because racing games are the ones that you need that fine control in your joystick, so that you can so that you can do your turning and stuff, so that it's very, very smooth. This controller is absolutely freaking smooth in the turning and everything. Like, everything works. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this controller, oh no, I did not brake for that turn. Dude, what's wrong with me? Trying to show precision with this. Like, this is very precise. It really is. But I'm not braking, I'm chit-chatting, not... Yeah, this is a very precise controller, though. I think the last car I was in for this track was that very, very nice Aston Martin. So, yeah, this is very nice, very precise. And don't get me wrong, this controller is nice, but I just don't think it's not $200 nice. I'm sorry. I wish I could recommend this as a $200, you know, controller, but I don't know, man. Maybe because of the mouse tactile buttons and stuff, this controller's probably not going to have the same issues that the Xbox Elite Series 2 has, with the bumpers going out and the stick drift. Obviously, you're not going to get stick drift on this controller. So yeah, dude, if your intention is to spend $200 on a controller, I do recommend this over the Elite Series 2 for sure, but then I also recommend the G7 SE from GameSir. Like, yeah, the GameSir is just as much is everything this controller is, for the most part, in terms of like in terms of functionality and everything like that. Yeah, dude, that GameSir is a beast, an absolute beast. I love the Hall effect when it comes to racing games. Like, I absolutely believe that is a must-have feature for that, and hopefully if Xbox is putting out a new controller later this year, I really do hope that they bring Hall effect. Hall Effect is a very great technology. It will save you a lot of money and make your controller collection premium. Man. Like, it's kind of crazy that both Xbox, PlayStation, and nor Nintendo have Hall Effect joysticks or sensors or anything. Especially if, you know, I mean, 2 out of the 3 are selling premium controllers. PlayStation can still bring that in their DualSense Edge. They can sell you, you know, like Hall Effect joysticks for an extra $20 or something. But you know, I don't know. Like I would pay $40 for a pair of joysticks that are Hall Effect instead of just the $20 that they're charging now. I would pay that extra premium for those. Because they will last forever, but yeah, it still leaves you with triggers that aren't Hall Effect. But those triggers that they have on PlayStation, the adaptive triggers, I don't know if you can really do that like you can with this, because those are motor operated and stuff. I mean, I guess you could for at least the tactile feeling of it, but I mean, this controller feels incredible. Like this is a great controller. Like, don't get me wrong. Feels incredible, but yeah, dude, I don't know, 200 buckaroos for this thing, man. It literally weighs like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that might be a selling feature, but to me, it kind of feels a little cheap for 200 bucks. I like a little bit of heft with it. I mean, they sell it all super light, and they call it. I mean, I bet this thing is literally made right next to the G7 SE, and they just put on some RGB and all of this other stuff to it. But I'm gonna be running this controller for about a month. Oh boy, look at that, dude! I'm just like flying around. I'm gonna be running this controller for a month, you know, as my daily driver on the PC, on the Xbox, everything like that. I guess we could test out the what's it called, the wireless connectivity of it as well, but. Seeing as I don't really do that, I don't necessarily need that, but I will test that out, you know, during this month or whatever. But I just want to get you guys my first impressions video, and as it sits right now, today, after just paying 200 buckaroos for this bad boy, yeah, dude, this literally feels like the G7 SE. Barely can tell a difference of anything. It does look cool. I do like the RGB. I love that it, you know, still has rumble in the triggers, rumble in the hilt and the handles. You got your back buttons on there. You got 4 of them. They feel pretty nice and tactile feeling. So that is a good thing about the mouse click thing. It's pretty instant. So you're not really, you're actually probably getting like a leg up on that over your standard Xbox controller. The GameSir does not have that. The GameSir is just good old analog buttons and stuff, so you're not going to be, you're not going to have that with GameSir, but you're only paying $50 for GameSir. I know, but for me, my favorite controller right now is that Nacon Revolution 5 Pro is absolutely incredible. I've been using that for everything. I love the way that feels in my hand. It's got nice heft. It's got battery, or it's got extra freaking whatchamacallit, weights that you can change up and put into the controller handles and stuff, so that you can add a little bit more weight to it if you like a weightier controller. But this right here, I don't know. You know what? I think they both have their pros and cons. I do like the heavier feeling to it. It kind of just feels a little bit more premium when you have a heavier thing. When you have something light like this, it kind of gives you like that kind of feeling of like maybe it's cheaper, but at the same time, like this thing is so light that it's effortless to hold up. So that might be a selling point for some people that are really that really want that. You know, maybe you have issues that you just can't hold that extra weight in your hands. Like this is perfect for you. So. But so is the G7 SE. It's the same freaking. It weighs about the same. That controller is an absolute beast for freaking $49.99. For $49.99. That thing is an absolute beast. $200 for this. I just don't know if it feels premium enough for that extra cost. To be completely honest with you, it does come with a wireless or a cordless charger dock for it too. So I don't know, man. Like I said, like right now, first impressions are like, well, I don't know about this thing, man. But you never know. We could get to like the to the end of the month or something before I before I go to drop the full-on review for it, and things might change. Maybe I fall in love with it more. Maybe it turns out to be really, really nice. Maybe there's features on this after I start going through it and checking it out more that will really set it apart from any of the other controllers that I've got. But I do believe in these Pro controllers. I do. I absolutely believe in them. I do think that they are significantly better than your standard controllers. So I do buy them, and that's why I cover them, so that we can get, like, you know, an idea of which ones are really good and which ones aren't. This controller is no slouch. Let me tell you that right now. Like, it's not a slouch. Like, it is performing optimally. This thing is a beast until I freaking don't slow down. But yeah, like, you can see that, like, the overall control of this thing just feels incredible. I can feel every single shift in the controller. I can feel it when it's starting to rev up and get to a point where I need to shift. A lot of feeling to this. So yes, I do give that a plus. The rumble does come in pretty decently due to the fact that it is due to the fact that it is a lighter controller. You do get to feel that, you know, pretty decently, but you do also feel that pretty good on, like, on the Radeon controller. I'm kind of wishing that I would have bought the Xbox version of the Nacon, but it doesn't matter. I bought it for the Xbox joystick layout for the PS5. That was the whole point of getting it. So, all right, my friends, that is pretty much all I really need to say about it. Like, this controller is pretty dang nice. It looks incredible. I love the fact that you can switch out your colors on here. You do have a headphone jack in the bottom of that, so you can definitely hook up some corded headphones to that. It does have the rechargeable base that you can set that on. It does sit on there pretty nicely, but it is heavier. The charging dock itself is so light that it just picks right up with the controller, so that might get a little annoying. You've got your Bluetooth thing that you can hook that up. Actually, let's try that really quickly. Let's go ahead and stick that thing in here. See if we can get it to hook up. Okay, the thing is blinking. Let's see if it'll pair. Okay, I got them both blinking fast. Okay, So, okay, yep, there we go. We've got it. Oh, come on, I don't want Steam. Don't want Steam. We got Steam going now, so let me turn off the Steam. Steam, exit Steam, confirm. Alright. Okay, let's try this now. Yep, now we got it wirelessly. Still got all of the... still got all of our rumble and all of that stuff. Pretty easy setup. You just hold the freaking button down on the little thing, and then you can run this wirelessly. So, and yeah, we're trying this on PC. So obviously, on the Xbox, it's really easy to get in here to the whole infotainment center thing on here, and get in here and set things up. You can get in there. You can customize your controller. You can customize this controller right from the controller. You do not have to get onto a PC app or anything like that to set it up. So yeah, wireless on this is working just fine. Ooh boy, maybe I should hit my brakes a little bit more. So yeah, I am running this game right now on the AMD 7600 XT. We're running at 1440p. So, I mean, if the game's not looking too fancy for you, let's go ahead and get a little bit of brakes through here. A lot of my terrible driving, too, is because I'm not on a wheel setup with, you know, whatchamacallit, manual gears. Latency feels just fine on this. This is actually... I mean, being able to have this thing wireless, you know, for your Xbox or for your PC and stuff, that is pretty nice. Obviously, it's Bluetooth. I could probably hook this thing up just regularly Bluetooth without having to use that little... Maybe without having to use that communicator, but you know, you never know. I mean, I can definitely try that too, to see if it'll hook up just regular, like through regular Bluetooth, or if it needs maybe it needs that for like a latency thing or something. Maybe that connected to it makes it run better. I don't know, but we'll definitely be trying that. I'm wondering if you've got to hook it to your freaking Xbox too. Maybe it is. Maybe that's why you got two of those with there, so you can have it hooked up to your Xbox or to the PC at the same time or something. But for the most part, yeah, dude, that is pretty freaking sweet. That it is running. That it's running wirelessly, no problem. Like easy setup, super easy setup, man. Figure this thing out pretty easily. So yeah, overall I'm pretty satisfied with the overall experience. So there you go. It does run wirelessly. We've got it all wireless right now. It's running just fine. It does work. So overall, I do like this controller. Don't get me wrong. I like this controller. I do think it's pretty nice. The way it feels in my hand is pretty clean. The overall material and build and stuff like that. It is pretty super light, but at the same time, like it does feel like the grips feel nice. The joysticks feel incredible on here. It's got all of the, like I said, you know, like these buttons are all tactile and everything. So that feels good. That feels nice. Like it does feel pretty good, but man, I've had experience with some other controllers, and I just kind of feel like when you look at like the Nacon feels like a more premium experience in terms of like build quality and parts and all of that stuff. Like this feels more premium in your hand because it's, first of all, it's a little bit heavier. So like obviously, you know, you got like you've got like your controls and everything. The joysticks on here feel like they've got a little bit more tightness to them. Actually, no, those feel pretty close. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like they both feel like fairly premium. You know, this here does have RGB light on it too. Like this controller does have RGB light too. So that's what I'm saying. It's like that there has RGB, this has RGB, this has the screen, like the to be able to get in there and change everything. So that is a major plus. That gives you full customizability over your controller wherever you're at. So that is a good thing. Man, like it is so hard to recommend $200 over a GameSir because that product exists. But yes, this is wireless. This does feel good. This is a very nice product. I do like it. It is starting to grow on me pretty quickly. Overall, yes. So, all right, my friends. If you like this content, do not forget to like and subscribe. Remember, it's because of you and your support that I can go out and buy these products and bring them to you and show you these and give you my feedback on them, so that you can, kind of at least have a better idea of what you're buying. Like it's not sponsored. Nobody bought this for me. I paid for it myself. So I can give you my own opinion on how it is. Do I regret buying it? Absolutely not. But when it comes down to like the $200 thing, maybe I'm looking at it, from like a different point of view. To me, like this, I don't know. I mean, like your Elite Series 2 controller's heavier, the Nacon controller's heavier. But you know what? Honestly, if this battery really lasts 30 hours, that's the thing. If it lasts 30 hours, and you and say you have like, you just can't do the whole hefty weight and everything, I guess what I'm hung up is because it does. It feels just like that GameSir, that G7 SE. This feels very close in terms of weight, how the rumble feels, how the triggers feel. It feels pretty close. So I'm like, ooh, man, this is a nice controller. And in its own right, it is a premium experience. Like it does feel premium, but it also feels like that other controller feels pretty dang good for a quarter of the price. It does feel pretty good, and I think that's kind of what's throwing me off with the whole Turtle Beach thing is just because that GameSir is so close, and how it feels in your hand, and how the rumble and everything feels on that. It having Hall effect joysticks, Hall effect triggers, because that there is the main selling point, in my opinion, for this controller. That is the main selling point. Is the Hall effect joysticks, is the Hall effect triggers. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, and you don't have a lot of money, just know that like this controller is awesome. It is. Like it feels incredible. It feels great to play a racing game on there. It feels incredible. So if anything you take away from this, first impression / product review video, just know that, yes, this controller is a premium experience, but at the same time, you can still pretty much get that experience with the G7 SE. You can pretty much get a lot of that experience with this controller, but there are features on here that doesn't have that might be important to you. And yes, it does feel like it feels very good in your hand. It does. Like this feels good in your hand. I'm not even gonna lie, man. Having access to that, so you can get in there and you can connect it. You can do the system. You can, map your buttons. You can, you can map each one of these buttons pretty easily. It lets you map them easy. So that's pretty cool. And you're controlling all of this screen with just like button movings and stuff. Access mapping, you can map your access. Vibration, let's get in there, and you can turn it up, you can turn it down, you can turn it up, you can turn it down. So yeah, these are pretty cool features that come with this controller. I do like it. You can change the RGB colors. So yeah, there's a lot of cool things that come with this controller that could potentially make it feel like it is worth the $200. Maybe, I was a little bit hard on it, but it is pretty cool. Like I am coming around to it. I am liking this. I am really liking this experience and thinking that, yeah, this is pretty nice. And it looks premium. It looks premium. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this controller looks premium. When you got it in your hands, like, it looks clean. It looks really, really good. So, all right, my friends, I will be making I will be doing a follow-up video on this over in about a week. That's usually about what I do. I'll play with it for about a week, and then I'll do a follow-up video on there, just like I did with the Revolution Pro 5. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and like I said, we will see you guys in the next one.